Welcome back to another NFL Week 3 Predictions 2018 Marble Race. Thanks for all the comments on the Week 2 race. We have listened to them. Here we go. We've got a longer track. We've got areas where the marbles can jump into each other. We've got two different options that the marbles can take. You can come down one of the loop-dees or take the option to take the shortcut once again, the jump through the flame into the loop-dee, and we'll see if that is a shortcut that goes down the steps and into the final finish. Here we go. Today we're going to have the Bears versus the Cardinals up first. We've got the Bears in the orange and white and the Cardinals in the solid red. Here we go into the first jump. The Cardinals take the shoot. Wow, they go down the hole right away, blowing away the Bears. The Bears are still on top. The Cardinals are already into the second loop-dee. I sure hope the coach is calling the play to take the shortcut because otherwise the Bears do not have a fighting chance. The Cardinals are already moving down to the final loop-dee. What a lead. Bears are working their way down. Let's see if they take the shortcut. Yes, they do. They take the shortcut. They jump into the second loop-dee right around the Cardinals. They jumped right in front of the Cardinals. This shortcut in the first race has already paid off. The Bears flew right past the Cardinals. Let's take a look at the replay. The Cardinals have already moved on to the final loop-dee. The Bears take the shortcut, jump over the flame. They made it over, cut right in front of the Cardinals. They don't even bother going around the circle. The Cardinals just don't even know what to think. Fantastic first marble race here for the Bears. Wow, okay, so we got the Jets in the green and the Browns in the orange. The Browns are off to a fast start. The Jets are coming on the left side. Oh, look at that. The Browns knocked the Jets into the hole. Horrible move. Horrible coaching decision there. The Browns made a terrible mistake. They are behind the Jets there. Looks like the Jets are going to move into the second loop-dee already. Yeah, there they go. The Browns did not take the shortcut either. Jets have a nice lead. The Browns, looks like the Browns are cutting in front. The Browns have cut in front of the Jets. Are they going to be able to win one? Here they go. They're going down the steps to the final finish. Yes. The Browns have beaten the Jets. What a horrible start the Browns had. The Jets just fell apart in that second half. And there they go. Congratulations to the Browns. Looks like we have the red-hot Bengals going against the Panthers. The Bengals are in the white. Panthers are in the black. They're going down the first spin, down the loop. It looks like the Panthers have a lead. Yeah, they jumped in first. Oh, the Panthers dropped in, but the Bengals are right behind them. The Bengals are taking the shortcut over the flame. Oh, no, the Bengals did not make it across the flame. They fell short. The Panthers are going to move on. If they can just take their time, they can go around the bottom loop, make it down the steps, and they'll win. What a horrible mistake. If you're a Bengals fan, you just got to be shocked. All they had to do was clear the flame, and they were blowing the Panthers away. You can see the Bengals laying there, just horrible. Let's watch this replay again. The Panthers jump in first. Bengals follow. Looks like there's a little bit of bumping going on. The Bengals might have knocked the Panthers in, so the Bengals decide to take the shortcut, which is a great move, but you fall short. You don't make it across the flame. Wow. Great win by the Panthers, though. All right, we're going to have the Bills and the Vikings. The Bills are in the white. The Vikings are in the blue. Both teams are entering into the steps about the same time, into the first loop-dee about the same time. Again, we had the Bills knocked in the Vikings again into that second loop, and then they don't take the shortcut. I don't understand that. Looks like the Vikings are going to drop down, and they're just going into the bottom loop-dee now. What were the Bills thinking on top there? They bumped them in. The Vikings have a clear lead now. It looks like this might be an easy win here as long as the Vikings hold off and keep that inside. Yeah, Vikings are going to move on to win. And the Bills made a terrible mistake at the top by bumping into the Vikings into that top hole. Vikings are finished, and here comes the Bills now working their way. So good job, Vikings. Well, it looks like the next marble race is going to be the Colts versus the Eagles. This Week 3 prediction marble race, we've got the Eagles in the green, the Colts in the white. Both go about the spinner about the same time into the steps, into the first loop-dee. The Eagles shoot straight down. They don't even jack around at all. The Colts aren't going to take the shortcut. I don't understand. What is the coach thinking? The Eagles just dominated that first half. Eagles are dropping down to the final now. The Colts are going to have to do something. What fantastic defense by the Eagles. No, the Colts move in front. Are the Colts going to be able to drop down before the Eagles here? Nope. The Eagles, they got their act back together, and they cut in front of the Colts, and they go on to win. Another great victory for the Eagles. Here comes the Colts. They're going to have to get their stuff together. Okay, so the next NFL Week 3 marble race here will be the Raiders in the black versus the Dolphins in the blue, and they're off. The marbles are working down the steps. Looks like they come in about the same time. The Raiders don't jack around either. They go right down the hole. The Dolphins, to have any chance, are going to have to take that shortcut because the Raiders have a huge lead on them. Their offense has been fantastic tonight. Dolphins are still up on top while the Raiders are moving to the bottom loop-de. And the Dolphins, I tell you what, that's horrible play calling for a team that has had such a good start here. Wow. Look at that. The Dolphins are still on the top. There's no way. The Raiders are going to blow away the Dolphins unless something miraculous happens here. Yeah, the Raiders have just finished. They are done already. Great job to the Raiders. They needed that win. All right, we've got the Dolphins still screwing around here in that bottom loop-de. I don't know why the coach would not call the shortcut play. There we go. The Dolphins finished there. All right, well, we'll move on. So now we've got the Broncos and the Ravens. This NFL Week 3 marble race here is the Broncos in the orange, the Ravens the light blue. The Broncos are on the left side. The Ravens jump in first, but the Broncos go shoot right down the hole. They've been watching video from other teams. You can tell because the Broncos knew to go right for the hole and don't screw around there going around and around. Great job to the Broncos. They have a nice lead. The Ravens somehow are going to have to get the inside. Let's see if the defense from the Broncos can hold them off. It looks like they've got the inside track, but, you know, the Ravens did have a nice little comeback. It looked like they might have a chance, but nope. The Ravens are going to come in second, and another good win by the Broncos. Wow. All right, so next up, we're going to have the Giants and the Texans. So we've got the Giants in the blue, the Texans in the white. Texans on the right, coming down. They go around the spiral, down the steps. Here we go. Oh, man, look, Texans just nailed the Giants. Texans take the shortcut, make the flame. They're going down the steps, and they're going to blow the Giants away. Wow, they realized they made a horrible mistake when they hit the Giants into that first circle, so their only other option was to take the shortcut. Luckily, they made the jump over the flames, and wow, the Texans just blew the Giants out of the water. I have never seen a team get down the track that fast. That has to be a record. And what the heck? The Giants don't even finish. They get stuck. This is a horrible start to the NFL season here for the Giants. Here's the replay. You can see the Texans nailed the Giants into the hole, which is great for the Giants, but the Texans decide to take the shortcut. They easily make the flame, and they are off and down the steps to the win. Great job, Texans. All right, we've got the 49ers in the red and the Chiefs in the white. I'm still excited from that last race. I almost called the Chiefs the chefs. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, man, the 49ers shoot right down. Oh, the Chiefs, they go around. They take a play. Wow, they do the exact same thing that the Texans did. They shot down the jump, and they jumped ahead of the 49ers, who had a fantastic lead. That is great coaching preparation by watching the last tapes for those coaches to be prepared against the 49ers, because the 49ers had a clear lead. Wow, the Chiefs just took advantage of that, took the shortcut, knew exactly what to do from watching the last video, and here they come. And it looks like the Chiefs are going to pull ahead and beat the 49ers. Here we go. Look at this replay. Bam, the 49ers right down. The Chiefs know that they're in trouble, so they take the shortcut, jump clearly over the flame. They went up onto the other side. That was interesting. I've never seen that before. They take a few loopies, and the 49ers, they need to get down, but no, the Chiefs easily win that. Titans versus the Jaguars. So we've got the Titans in the blue and the Jaguars in the black. I've had the last two fantastic marble races. This track here, I think it does beat last week's, and I was happy with last week's. Here we go. This is another battle. Looks like nobody took the shortcut here. Titans might have a slight lead. Looks like they're boxing out the Jaguars. The Jaguars have had a fantastic NFL season here. No, the Jaguars cut in front of the Titans. The Jaguars are fine into the final move here. Looks like the Titans have moved in front, though. This is a back-and-forth race. Wow. What the Titans need to do now is just play defense and keep the Jaguars on the outside, and they do it. They do it. The Titans are going to win. They're going to upset the Jaguars. The first loss of the season there. Wow. Great job to the Titans. All right, the next marble race is going to be between the Saints and the Falcons. Saints are in the yellow, Falcons in the red. They're going down the steps, about equal, into the jump. The Falcons shoot right down, so do the Saints. Oh, the Saints call the outside play, and they take the shortcut. They barely made the jump. They hit the ledge there. And they have beaten the Falcons. What a fantastic play call by the Saints, because they knew they were in the outside position and had to make a move on the Falcons. And the Falcons still came down this track rather quickly, but not enough. So the Saints have won the Week 3 season. Here we go. Okay, here we go. We got the Redskins in the red and the Packers in the green. Into the jump. Redskins shoot down quick. They must have been watching tapes. So they enter into the second jump. The Packers got some ground to make up. They're going to take the shortcut also. Over the jump, they easily made it look like they almost jumped outside of that last loopy. So the Packers have a nice lead. Let's see if the Redskins can do anything. Packers, they're playing defense now. They've got the inside, and they're going to go down the steps. Unless they get stuck like the Giants, no. They make it through easily. The Redskins are going to fall to the Packers. Here's the replay here. You can see the Redskins made it in first. The Packers made the decision, and they jumped way to the outside on that bottom loopy. And then all you have to do is play defense and not let the Redskins in. So we've got the Chargers and the Rams now. Chargers in the white, Rams in the blue. We have had some thrillers here. So we've got the Chargers entering in first. Right behind them is the Rams. The Chargers are stuck. The Chargers are stuck. The Rams have to hit them. There's no choice. They have no option but to nail them. Well, we wanted some contact, and there we go. We have it. All right, let's see who's going to enter in first. We're moving down first here. The Rams are going to come right behind them. This is another close one. That is just unfortunate there for the Rams that they had. There was no other option. They couldn't go around. So here we go. We got the Chargers coming down the steps now, and they are going to win. Yeah, they made it through the final gate here, and the Rams, that's an unfortunate finish for the Rams. They needed that win, and there you go, Chargers. Great job. All right, so here we are. We're going to move on to the Cowboys and the Seahawks. The Cowboys are in the silver. The Seahawks are in the white. This has been some fantastic marble racing for Week 3. I'm more excited this week than I probably was last week. The Seahawks are working their way down first. They're in the jump first. Cowboys are right behind them. Cowboys made some contacts against the Seahawks, and that helped them get down first. And the Seahawks don't take the shortcut. The Cowboys just play defense here, and they've got the inside. Great job by the Cowboys. That was some contact at the top loopy, and that's what we wanted this season. Or, I'm sorry, this week. Great job. All right, Seahawks are entering now, so Seahawks are really going to need to hit the Cowboys to bump them out, but no. The Cowboys worked their way through, and they are to the finish. They made it through the gate. Seahawks are working their way around. You've got to be pretty happy with the Cowboys season. This hasn't been too bad. This is their second win in the row. Seahawks get stuck just like the Giants. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Okay, so here we go. We got the Patriots and the Lions. The Patriots are in the blue, while Lions are in the white. This would be a huge win for the Lions. They jump in first. They're going around opposite sides. Look like the Patriots nailed the Lions. What a move. And they're going to take the outside. Wow, the Patriots made the jump. They've easily cleared it in, and they just got to play defense and be smart. As long as they can make it through the gate, they can't screw up like the Seahawks and the Giants did. They're going down the steps. There they go. They make it through easily. They blew that final gate away. And the Lions were off to a fantastic start by hitting the Patriots hard at the top. But then it doesn't pay off. The Patriots are smart enough to take that outside shortcut, and they just dominated the Lions, which we kind of expected, to be honest with you. Well, great job, Patriots. Another good win. They needed it after last week. So here we go. The final one, we've got the Steelers against the Bucks. So the Steelers, they need a win, but the Bucks are red hot this week. Boy, did you see Fitzpatrick's outfit last week in Week 2? That was fantastic. Looked like the Bucks are in here first. They're going to go down first. The Steelers are still circling around the outside. The Bucks enter into the second loopy. The Steelers are going to have to take the shortcut if they want any chance at all, because the Bucks are dominating already in this first half. And the Steelers go around. It's another goof up in Week 3 by the Steelers so far. I don't think they're going to be able to come back because the Bucks are just on fire. All right, the Steelers are working their way around. Unless the Bucks get stopped in that final gate, which, to be honest with you, even if they do, the Steelers will probably knock them through. So it looks like the Bucks, yeah, they easily make it through, and the Steelers are going to fall again. Great job to the Bucks. They're off to a fantastic start in this NFL season. Here we go. The Steelers make it through, and that's it. Thank you for watching this Week 3 NFL Predictions 2018 Marble Race. Please subscribe and share. See you next week.